I'm gonna crash in just a second, but okay. Hello, Felix. Welcome. Well, hello. Welcome, Felix. Welcome, Thorn's boyfriend. We're working on an avatar right now. Creating some stuff. Where did we leave off? I think we left off on making these pieces here. So what we'll want to do is separate these. Apparently they're not going to be mirrored. Undo that. Apply it. And we'll adapt that one. And I think I'll also just cheat really quick and just duplicate it over onto the shoulder. As a starting point. Apply that. Is here with me? He says hi. Hey, Thorn. Oh. Siri wanted to be a part of that conversation. God damn it, Siri. Go away. Here's the avatar we're working on. Not super well. Told me the fact that you make furry OCs for VR chat and more. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My full-time profession at this point. I'll smooth this a little bit. So I appreciate your work and I love it. Thank you, Felix. A little odd world, VR chat, but a lot of cool things happening in it. Hello, Peebs. Pibes? Yibes. Welcome. So we're gonna make another folder, which we'll call body stripe decal. We're making this avatar here I'm a furry. That's why I joined. Well, good. Appreciate you joining. But yeah, Beebs, this is what we're working on here. This guy. We're making this avatar right now. Hopefully we'll have, I'm going to try get the body completely done today, get the tail in, and then see where we are at that point. What else might need to be done. Love to make this tail. Good, good. It is a blast. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's just 4 stripes, and it's just on the shoulder. Guess I'll delete this one for now. I'm also working on a mech guy. We'll probably be working on him this afternoon. We got this mech here that we're making. It's coming out pretty well. I'll be right back. I'm gonna start a cup of coffee. We're cooking some rice right now. Nice. I've been hearing that this TikTok thing, you get like a rice cooker, and instead of putting in water, you put in chicken stock or yeah, chicken stock. Apparently it's really good. So that's next on my so I'm gonna try next with my rice. This one's got these 2 little like loop ones and 2 smaller ones. Go ahead and apply that. Diggy says hi. Hello, Diggy. Hello, one and all. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're all having a good one, or had a good one. I'm certainly looking forward to the weekend right now. Traditional way to cook is 1 cup rice, 3/4 of water. Old stuff, to be honest. And we'll shrink it there. And shrink it there. Bam. All right. And I think I'm actually going to delete these 2. Take this one. Workday is almost over. Let's go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, take your time. Yeah. Twitch or YouTube? I have no preference. Fine. We're on both. Welcome. Welcome to the Twitch side of things. Really about the same. I will do something like this. Has Thorn been a bad boy? I don't know, it's been a while since Thorn came by. I would assume the usual amount of Thorn. Diggy says bye. Bye, Diggy. I'll try it for work. Sounds good, Diggy. We'll catch you then. Thorn here? How dare you? I'll be right back. Grab some coffee. Toasty. Tastes like toast. Well, I hope everything's a nice cup. Thank you. There's this artist, Coye, Coye, and it's like a little, oh, it's like a little city. There's little monsters in it. Someone's got his butt out. There's like a centipede in the window. It's charming. Yeah, I don't think custom, but it was a gift. Yeah, if you search the artist, Coye, well, I think they also make some other stuff, so be prepared for. Be prepared. Be prepared to be prepared. And how's your art going, Thorn? You've been doing more drawing lately? That's right. That's right. Tattooing. Gonna look like Pinhead when he's done with you. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, good. Good to be busy in some ways. Always a bit of a trade-off, but it's life for you. That's life for you. Ah, come on. 5 piercings in 1 week. My goodness. Jacob's ladder. Wait, okay, I'm a little confused here. This one, so these ones have the 2 stripes. Oh no, this is backwards. There we go. It's like this seems like the opposite of what I'm looking at. And it literally is the opposite, so that's good. I want more, but he doesn't want to give me more because it'll affect my healing process, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's good to take it slow. Good to take it slow. You don't want to... Thank you for the follow, Felix. Very much appreciated. Definitely don't want to... Infections are bad news, so just take it slow. What's going on there? Something weird with these cuts. There we go. Better turn on the VO. Voiceover? In terms of what I'm doing, or did you guys not hear the visual overlay? I'm not sure what you mean. I haven't set that up in a while. Let's see. Oopsies. Don't crash. Don't crash. Okay, good. Thought I was about to crash. Let's see. Is it this? I don't think it's actually set up anymore. I have it here, but I have to get it set up. Yeah. Sorry. We're gonna have to leave that for now. But I should get that set up again. I really want to do more streamer stuff, but just it's hard to find the time. I've been saying that for years now. I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing so well, Thorin. Seems like things are going quite well. Where's the goo? Where's the goo? No, I don't have it set up. Fortunately, Fortunately, all my redeems are pretty much broken right now, so. Whoops. Whoopsies. Just straight up broken. Physically splash with water on my monitor. How dare you? Isn't that Felix's monitor? I put in too much milk, too much creamer. One more copy. Stop now. Over a little bit more. Something like that. And then let's do the other side. Something pretty close to that. All right. Hello, Ray. Welcome. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I did. I hope you did as well. Thank you for saying so. It's been good. Been a good week. Good holiday season so far. Hope everyone's having a good December. Anyone got any big New Year's plans? But thank you for saying so, right? Working a lot, apparently. Big project. Ooh. I relate to that. Oh, here, New Year's plans. Unprotected schmecks. What is schmecks? Good morning, Hubble the Wolverine. I like the name. Welcome. I have trouble sleeping. Well, hopefully it's a pretty chill stream. Odds of falling asleep are probably increased being here. Move this lower. And we'll increase the size here. Something pretty close to that. Doesn't have to be exact. We're going to do a little filter on it to make it just a little wibbly wobbly. Cheeks. Nice. Nice. So the decals, this is a mock-up or a texturing process. So we're going to bake these, and I already have a little bit, at least, oh wait, let me open up Substance. Here's the character so far. Doing pretty good, but we're gonna, yeah, we're basically gonna bake these into an ID map and a decal, because the back pattern's symmetrical, so we can put that in the main texture. But the thighs and shoulders will need to be on a separate layer. When you bake them, do they become textures or something? Exactly. You're right on the money there. And I can show you that right here. Pop this open. You know, I'll be right back, everyone. I need more coffee in my cup. So here's the texture as it currently stands. So we've got, as you can see, kind of the back pattern, and when we bake it, it's a little hard to see, but it is there. You can see these little stripes. Some of it's poking through a little bit. But I just find that I prefer, if I can make it as a 3D model instead of painting it by hand, I think there's just a little bit more control, especially because like in here, the way I'm able to select this is through this color selection. So if I go in here and I say pick color, you can see I have this mask now. I just select it. And so it keeps it simple. And I can always update the pattern here, rebake it, and then everything propagates. I've not used Substance Painter, and I can't really afford it for both economic and personal reasons. I wonder if a similar process can be used purely using Blender. There is this one, Yuku Painter, I typed it in chat there. I've heard really good things about. And someone was doing some similar things. I think they have some abilities for filters and things like that. But I honestly don't really know much about it. I haven't tried it myself. But with geometry nodes continuing to develop and get better and better, I'm sure something like that could be possible eventually. Baking in all within Blender is becoming more feasible as geometry nodes improves and gets better. All right, but now we need to, oh wait, we still have to do this side. So this goes, or this, oh actually this one's a more different, more differenter. Got that little swoop. But Substance Painter is a great tool. I think the only real alternative to it is Marmoset Tool Bag, which I haven't used much of, but I've heard really good things. Thinking about using the workflow for a while, but I don't have the technical skills to figure it out, and I can't find anything simpler. The only alternatives I know of to Substance Painter are Instamat, which is free. I'll type that in. And Marmoset Tool Bag. I just saw some thread on Twitter about how Overwatch used Marmoset for most of their baking process. So, I mean, clearly there must be something good there. But they don't use Substance apparently. They just use Marmoset. I was a little surprised to hear, to be honest. Thorn here, my boyfriend I'm doing chores around the house. Huh. Well, at least that means he enjoys his chores. Nothing like enjoying your cleaning. Thorn took control of the ship. I'm having a really hard time challenging myself in creating avatar models. I was able to create my Wolverine model because I had special interests. I had ambitions to make more common species, but I have a hard time staying motivated. Marmoset's about the same as Substance. Yeah, I want to buy it. Well, Hubble, definitely, you're always going to have that struggle a little bit. I think that one thing I really like about making avatars for VR chat is you can show them off to people. It's a little bit, unlike back in the day when you're just posting things on DeviantArt and hoping and praying someone sees it. In VR chat, you can literally just go put it on and say hi to people and stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. There's a considerable delay in the YouTube streams, so my responses are delayed. I'm sorry about that. I'll have to see if I can get that sped up somehow. Freaking YouTube. Freaking YouTube. I think I use a restream for my streams, and I think that's probably the real culprit. Already on. But yeah, I would say when it comes to like personal projects and motivation, I really prefer having something like a long-term goal. Like I got into this because I wanted to make animations and stuff. Still haven't really done much of that, but it was like a nice starting point where it was a bit bigger than just like one individual project. So maybe there's like you have like a story in mind, or you can collaborate with people on something. That's like a good way to approach it. Now people should interest my Wolverine avatar that I finally put on Gumroad. Hey, that's awesome. Let's go, Hubble. I would like to show off outfits I add to my avatar, but most of them aren't mine and are from Booth or Gumroad. Hey, nothing wrong with that. And it's still a pain in the butt to put them on the avatars most of the time. So I think you should still feel proud of that. These stripes are so different than how I have them right now. Let's go ahead and redo this. Here. 1, 2. That's good. Something like this. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be pretty close. This one's the most different. Sometimes easy, sometimes not. VRC, Fury, and Modular Avatar help a lot. I've yet to take a look at Modular Avatar. I mostly just use VRC Fury. Another thing, I hear the custom avatar commissions are very popular, but I work slow. The rates I would charge are pretty significant. I wonder if you do, how much do you charge? I charge about $1,000 for a from scratch avatar, which is, depending on, I would say for a from scratch is pretty much the going rate if you're looking to kind of support yourself. It is difficult in this area because there's a lot of people who you're kind of competing with people who may not know how to price their own work. And I'm not saying that that's like if you're new, that's not an issue. Really, it's just that on the outside, as a consumer, some people don't know what to expect. Yeah, I would say about $1,000 for a from scratch avatar is pretty normal. Sounds like you charge more. Live 2D rigs are more expensive. I don't disagree. I probably should up my rates. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Cody. We'll do one there. I know we're looking at this other leg. They should come over the leg a little bit more. Work is amazing. Hope you can charge more to compensate all your hours properly. Thank you. Thank you. My long-term, my goal is to go more into products than commissions. I love doing commissions, but it's definitely something that is a lot harder to scale up. So I'm hoping to do a lot more products in the long run. I looked at your page in a while. Are June, Imp, and Lois Lane newish? Definitely within this last 8 months or so. June's a little older. Okay, I think we're good now. I'm gonna do this and move these to body stripe decal. Honestly, don't know how much people usually charge on 3D models, but seen some live 2D rigs prices, and 3D is definitely more work. Fair. Well, thank you. I'll keep that in mind, and I probably should up my prices. It's definitely one of those struggles between like getting work right away if your prices are reasonable. Long term, I hope to do a kind of slim, with fewer commissions, more products, and more world building. I really want to do VR, D&D and VR, and that we'll be working towards that over the next month and stuff. I have weird jealousy and anxiety issues, imposter syndrome. Talking with other artists, honestly, I had a little trouble with trying to join the stream. I'm trying to get more comfortable. Well, good. It does just take time. You know, streaming has made me feel a lot more comfortable with what I do and kind of talking about myself. It's not necessarily for everyone, but you know, if you just sit down and stream regularly, you will get a lot more comfortable with your work and stuff a lot faster. Underpricing is a usual struggle between getting work and getting paid properly. Lol. Oh, I could. Do a geonode and switch them. So we'll call this BSD high poly. That there. And I really only need, you know what, we will do it. I'm gonna take the body low poly and we're gonna add it to our other collection, BSD low poly, right here. Boom. Okay, so now it's in both. Underpriced is usually a struggle between getting work and getting paid properly. Well, I definitely wish you well. You know, if you have any other questions, pricing or things like that, freelance work, I'm happy to answer them because it certainly took me some time to figure it out. I'm happy to share what I know. I'm gonna get my coffee. Still think I overdid it. The amount of oat milk I put in here. You know, the best way to learn about how to do art is to talk to other artists. I mean, Coney's already giving me the right advice or better advice here, so you know, I just gotta kind of take it in stride. Absolutely. So we're going to cheat a little bit. I hate social anxiety. Just thinking at the moment and doing some research. Well, definitely feeling it out. It's a good call. The one thing I would say that, you know, I think I had to take to heart a little bit more was like, that could have helped me a little bit, was just doing like a part-time job, like working at Starbucks or something, and then treating your commission work as a part-time job. I think is a good way to approach it. Just having that balance. If you have something that's a little more stable to support yourself in the transition to doing commissions full-time. Certainly you can jump straight into it, but you know, your health and your financial security do come first. Hello, Jeannie. Welcome. Welcome. Only hobby artists, so all commissions I've taken have been extra and for fun. Do I still play Resonite? I would love to play Resonite more. And I'm in it maybe once a week. But when people say, like, do I play VR chat or do I play Resonite? I usually don't play for, like, hanging out. I'm usually in there to make things. Hello, Gamfst. Welcome. I'm struggling to get a part-time job too. You'll do it. I believe in you. As long as you want it, you'll get there. Didn't know ID maps are a thing. They're great. The trick is your high poly has to have a separate material, and it has to be the base color. The base color slot here is what gives the color to the ID. So if I go to my material view and I turn on just my high poly objects, this is what we'll bake here, the white and the black. That's what it's going to look like. It doesn't take in textures though. Deserve a break sometimes though. Thank you. Well, I'll let you know when that, when that happens. I'm definitely a workaholic, so definitely keep that perspective in mind. This is advice from a workaholic, so. Okay, so what we're gonna do is on our low poly model, we're actually gonna create a second UV map. What I'm gonna do is select the portions of the body. Oh wait, that's a little trickier because the tough part is that it's asymmetrical, so I have to apply the mirror modifier at this point. Okay. Well-versed material nodes, but geonodes are steps in Painter. I keep trying to learn geonodes, but dang, never works the way I want it to. It's a bit unintuitive at the start. It takes some time. But it is worth learning. It is worth learning. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff in the next year or so for geometry nodes. So I can mirror the UV, but that would mirror it for all the UV maps. I don't want that. There's still just a few things missing from geometry nodes to make it like just amazing. Like right now, I would love to use it to create a secondary UV map for my character. The problem is it's going to break my vertex groups, so We won't do that. Instead, what we'll do is actually just apply the mirror modifier on our character. That's all we really can do. Then we have to relink the cage. And the game ready version. Hello, Arctic. Welcome. Welcome. A little bit more cleanup though. That also means the cage now has an extra mirror mod. Get rid of in the game ready version. By the way, I'm taking notes. Awesome. Good morning, Arctic. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. Welcome, welcome. Okay, now we've applied the mirror. We can actually create that second UV map and use it. So what we'll do is take the portions of the body that we know the decals will be applied to. So basically be right about here. We'll say the upper knee. Right there. And actually I can be a little bit more accurate. Yeah. What got me into avatar creation? Honestly, I love VR in general. Love the idea of VR. I saw The Matrix when I was growing up and I was like, damn, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. and and then I always loved VR. And when I was in school, I was studying to do concept art. And I wanted to do that really badly, full time. That's really challenging. Concept art is probably one of the most competitive art fields out there right now. Even more so after all this AI stuff. Like, I don't know what it's going to look like in the long term because it's just so different. But while I was in there, I learned a bunch of 3D. I started learning Blender because I wanted to speed up my painting workflows. And then I was like, damn, I love 3D more than I love in a professional sense. Like if I have to do work for people, I'd much rather do 3D work than drawing or painting. Not to knock those. I just found that it was a lot easier for me to think of making things from like a engineering mindset. I find that with painting and drawing, it's just a little bit more performance oriented. Like you kind of have to be in the right mindset to do drawing and painting. It's a bit more of a emotional struggle sometimes, or your emotions can really affect your ability to make things when you're drawing or painting. Anyway, so I think I prefer 3D for that because if I have a plan, I can just plan it. Anyway, so yeah, about 4 years ago, I was making avatars for myself, and I was familiar with getting commissions. And then I was like, oh shit, there's a whole world of commissions in VR chat. And if you're interested in where I get commissions, VRC Traders, I'll type that in chat, is a great place. VRC Traders is it's a Discord server, and there's an active community. They verify artists. And if you're looking to get into the game, then it's a great place. And if you are looking to commission people, you should also go to something like VRC Traders, because you should not just should be wary of scammers. I'm working on an adjacent project recently using the Wolverine model, created a fursuit head, 3D printed with a couple of ideas that I want to try. Very cool. But I feel like my Blender skills has been stagnating a bit, I guess. Started making character models because I wanted to try and make 3D animation of my characters. The VR chat came along at a hard pivot. Animation is very hard for me. I'm impatient. There is a really cool program. If you have VR, might look at VRC Traders myself. Heck yeah. Also, VRC Traders has a commission category for 2D art as well, not just 3D. So if people are looking for designs and stuff. But Mocap Fusion is, I spelled that wrong, but it's Fusion, is a really cool motion capture application that allows you to use your VR hardware to put together animations. You can mocap your VR movement. So if you're looking to kind of hack it a little bit, and because animation is a huge pain in the butt, that might be a good little shortcut. I'm gonna make a vertex group selection here. I'm gonna call this decal, or yeah, decal. But it's pretty cool. And there's a lot of webcam motion capture options out there too now. Or like you can film and this and that. It's pretty awesome. Mocap, explore that too. I also did set my avatar VTubing. So I'm somewhat satisfied. Good. Good. I mean, if you can do that, then you're already almost there already. All right, now that we've done this, I'm going to take my selection here. And we're going to... what's the best way to do this? So each section really should be flipped by itself. I'm going to deselect, select again. Okay, good. We can maintain that selection. We're going to deselect this side. Then I'll take these. 0.2 SX -1, flip them. Move them over, and then select again. And that way we can put these together. What is this? Is this the shoulder? I think this is the shoulder. This is the chest. Or no, this is the butt. I think. See names I recognize from Gumroad and VRC Traders. That's cool. It's very active. I would say it's like the most active merchant community or artisan community in VR chat. And message. I'm gonna say that in a silly way. Okay, so here is our sections that we want to use the stripe decals with. kind of cheat a little. Use my UV toolkit to do this. My personal Discord account has reached a server limit. Time to break out the professional one. My goodness, how many servers is that? I didn't even know there was a limit. that's a lot of servers. Okay, we'll leave those there. I'm going to invert my selection. Take these because we're on that second UV map that we're editing. We're going to do 0.6 S.1. And we're just going to shrink this down into this tiny little corner over here. I guess I don't need to do that. That's okay. All right, but now we have these two UV maps. Should be relatively easy to recreate everything. If I fuck it up, there we go. All right. Should be good. Okay. Now, though, I don't want to work on the issue with baking in Substance is I can't choose which UV map I'm working on. I can only work on the top UV map. And that has the UVs I don't want to use. So we're going to make a little GeoNode object to swap my UV maps. We're going to add one here. Call this UV swap. And okay, first things first is we want to store named attribute. And these are 2D vectors on the face corners. We'll leave the name out for now, but I do want to store both of these. That. I also want to get them too. So I'm going to put here and here. This is the UV. I actually need to name it. Yeah. So it's be UV map 1, UV map 2, and I guess we'll default to UV map and UV map 0.001. Those are the usual names. Gotta run. Have a wonderful day, Sam. Same to you, Ray. Enjoy your day. We'll catch you later. For non-Nitro accounts, 100 servers. For Nitro accounts, 200. I don't have Nitro. Okay. That's a little more reasonable. VRChat tends to explode the amount of Discord servers you're in. Because I was like, oh, I need to promote some things that I made. I'll just go through Discord servers, and now I'm in like 40 or something. I'll probably have to get Nitro if I want to keep that up. So we're going to cheat. UV map 1 or 2 will go here. UV map 1 will go here. And all we do is swap the values. That's it. So we took the UV map information from one side, fed it into the other, and we just need to make sure we name these properly. And I should be able to visualize this actually. Double check the names. UV map 0.01. map. That should be right. So we're storing on UV map 2. Ah. This is an issue because I'm just putting it back. I have to have some sort of interim capture, so instead of named attribute here, or instead of doing it this way, what we need to do is actually capture attribute before it gets too far. It's on a point basis. UV map 1 here. UV map 2 here. There we go. And now we can see. Looks kind of goofy. It looks actually really goofy. There we go. I'll just rename these really quick. UV map 1. UV map 2. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. So why do that? So when we export, we're using the decal map that we want to bake stuff on. All right, so now let's set up our export collections. Woo! So we're gonna go here, body low poly. We'll set up an FBX exporter. Go to export collection, and we'll choose the correct path, which should be somewhere in here. Call this body decal. Let's be Neku body decal. Low poly. Accept. Copy the path. High poly. And the high poly does need to include the high poly body. So save this here. Go to body high poly. Select it. Where is it? Body. Oh. There it is. How did I miss that? Okay. We just want to add it into our other collection. This is taking a lot longer to export than I expected. I must have messed something up. I think I broke something. Whoopsies. All right, well, do I wait until it's done, or do I crash it myself? We'll try waiting. Be a little patient. PayPal app is so slow. Click, 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 click. All right. I'm searching for the authorized roles right now in VRC traders. This is exciting. Good. It took me like 2 weeks. Hopefully it's a little bit faster nowadays, but just to kind of give you an expectation for how long it took for me. That was a while ago, though. Do I try again? Because it just seems so surprisingly slow. Do I have another collection open? No, it only goes through the active collection, so it should be good now. Do file new. And we're gonna go up to bakes, body decal. Take the low poly body decal, open that up. Beautiful. Save. Neku body decal. And we can see that ta-da, we do have the decal. Then we can go mode, bake mesh maps. And apply diffusion. We don't need a cage, we just need our high poly mesh. And I think we really only need the ID map as well. Yeah, we'll bake just the ID map. Ah, so something definitely was broken on the export. Well, explains it. So save, go back to Blender, and I want to re-export just this collection. That was a lot faster. There we go. Nothing's poking through. Save. Bake. Turn to painting mode. All we really want to do is turn on the opacity in a moment. We'll want to actually make the character transparent. Take this, drop it here. And we'll do a color selection on black. Give it some opacity. Set this to 2048. Do a little tolerance mapping, something like that. A little bit of filter. Oops. Blur. That's no good right there. Whatever's going on right there. I wonder why it's doing that. Save again. Mode, bake. And we'll make this distance a lot smaller. Cleaned it up a little bit, but we're still having an issue. Just move it down a little bit. But I would also like to go ahead and start getting things set up. You know what? Yeah, do an anchor point, and then a I sub bevel over this, which will drop in anchor point we just made. Do a little bit of uniform smoothing, and kind of push this out a little ways. I have to make sure I have opacity on. Something right about there. Then we just need to make sure it's the right color. Distracted. All right. So we need to hop back to our other file. the body. And I'm actually going to go to Blender as well. I'm going to re-export our game ready version. Excuse me. And now we can go to body, Neku's body. We have our decals here. We're gonna add a second decal. This one will also use UV1. And we'll export our decals into this folder. After I get these two sent to a I have to put them into a folder all together. I think we'll have to do two separate. So use that mesh baking method has me foaming at the mouth. I can't seem to find a similar thing to mesh app baking in Blender. Well, I hope you do. But to be frank, I did try to spend some time finding a alternative to Substance Painter, because I don't like Adobe personally. And I was quite upset with them over a lot of the different things that they've done. So I think that, but unfortunately, I really couldn't find much better than this, to be honest. Why is that? Let's see. It's set to multiply. I'll still need the body color. Character. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Pretty sure. I actually just want it to be dark. Let's try that first. Okay, so we got our decal. Save that. Shift Control E. We're gonna send this to this folder. Do you have experience with GeoNodes? If so, do you think it's possible with GeoNodes? It will be possible. It is not quite there yet. But at the end of the day, there's also kind of the labor cost you'd have to consider. It's like, yes, you can make a lot of different things yourself, but Substance Painter has the leg up in terms of time. They've already invested all this time in making this solution, and you would probably have to make the most of it from scratch. But there are some people I've been talking to who are working on baking things in Blender. And then, let's see, there was... this person here that has their system set up. This is a great channel, a version of Reality. He's got a ton of great features, but one of them is how to bake textures in Eevee. So it's a little different, but that's probably a good starting point. There's just a few aspects to it that make it a little bit harder to work with for if you're trying to move quickly. But if you're just looking to make your own system, it's probably a great starting point. that's the YouTube channel. I need this. Bam, select that folder, and we're going to export just the albedo. Albedo only. That should be good. All right, let's give it a shot. I feel like it's more of a one-time cost. If I can work it into my workflow, it might save me a lot of headache. My current process is just to texture paint. Well, another creator that might give you some good direction is Passive Star. Because they were doing some stuff with Godot. Okay, some there, but they if you scroll back in their history, they were doing some work with Blender and then the Yuku Painter for more procedural texturing workflows. But those would be the two I'd recommend looking at, because fascinating stuff. And a lot of their work involves Blender. So yeah, in fact, see, they're in Blender right here for blending these textures. And this is using the Yuku Painter right here, where they're blending these textures together with like a height map or something. But it will be possible to do all this just in Blender eventually. And I look forward to that, because I would love to. I would love that. I'd be all about that. There we go. Something's weird. It's really weird. Oh, it's got the depth. I guess we'll use UV2. It does go over this. I guess the stripes should be darker. They shouldn't be that color. They should be black. Excuse me. In fact, let me go back to Substance. Save. Not as much control though compared to the method you're using. Something to look forward to, yeah, for complicated decals like this, I might use something like Inkscape, vector drawing program, and then add it to Blender as a mask to paint with. Hey, Windy Oat. Hey, Windy. It's Sever. Hope we've been doing well. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back, Sever. Welcome back, Windy. Hope you're doing well. It has been a while. I hope you've been all right. I appreciate you following up. Definitely good to hear that you're doing good. Good to hear that you're doing good. Oh. Just make sure I got that full message too. But I have been doing well, Sever. Thank you. Yeah, we're working hard, just making this little guy right here. But got crazy busy helping with a big event. It went unbelievably well, and we're putting on another in February. Hey, congrats! That's awesome. Is it a convention stuff? Dun, dun, dun. These are the same color here. Okay, no, they are the right color. They just actually shouldn't be. I guess I have to adjust the stripe here. That's really what it is. Just music, but the venue we made. Oh, you made a venue is amazing. That's really cool. That's super cool. Is this a VR chat venue? I would love to see. Love to check it out at some point then. Stage Flight. Does it here? It looks cool from the small little shot I can see. Replay of a few of the sets just hit me up. Okay, heck yeah. That sounds super fun. Maybe I'll get a little group together. We'll take a little look-see. This shouldn't go much lower here. Well, that's super cool. Are you guys looking to do another? You guys are looking to do another event in February? Would that be for something specific? Like some sort of event or something, or? Next time we'll record the 3 DJ for full replay. Ah, no specific thing, just a bunch of killer DJs and good vibes. Well, good. I do think VR chat and music concerts and stuff. There was that app when VR was kind of first getting set up. There was some sort of VR concert app, and it was super interesting, super cool. But I haven't seen it in a long time. I think they went away or something. See, that's the kind of thing I feel like, you know, if you guys contacted some actual, or I don't want to say actual musicians, but like you could probably pitch your services to like established musicians outside of VR. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. But I'm always what would be the word? Freelance brained. So we actually do need to update stripes though, because they shouldn't be on the thighs on this version. Should just be the back here. Boop. All right. Next, I should have exported it this pose. All right, I'm gonna go to the restroom for just a moment. I'll be right back, everyone. 1 second. Well, hopefully we will get 2N and Value Factory is doing another live set weekend. Time to watch others work. Hello, Stardom. Happy weekend. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go run to the restroom. I'll have to check out those artists though. Very cool. 1 moment. Alright, sorry to step away, but I am back now. And hey there, Snardo. Good to see you. Speaking of freelance, and Coney, I know you're already out, but bye. Bye! Speaking of freelance, I don't know why. I don't know if I can do certain part-time jobs like being in the retail service industry. My disability makes that even harder. Excuse me. Well, certainly finding things that fit your situation can be a challenge. There are a lot more remote jobs out there now. I know freelance is kind of the angle, is the remote angle a little bit, but call centers might be good. I worked for a call center remotely for a while. I'm sure there's other things out there, but I just exported. Go to mode bake. On the autism spectrum, I have ADHD, yippee. Feel that I'm in a pretty similar boat as well. Rather do the most boring data entry for pennies than talk to strangers by phone. Had to do that a lot in retail, got used to it. Boy, was the worst part of my day and cleaning animal poop. And I was cleaning animal poop much of the day. Oof. Work at a zoo. That's smart. Gotcha. The modern day zoo. I haven't heard the greatest things about. I mean, any animal job with where they sell animals can be difficult. Excuse me. Okay. I found a solution similar to mesh map. Sniff, sniff, snort, sniff. Should be good. Yeah. All right, much better. Export these textures. Before I do that, I did want to soften this up a little bit right here. they're in here. A bit of blurriness, but overall looking sharp. Cute. Picture. Bam. All right, is that pretty much it? Oh no, we have there's a little smudginess right there. And then we've also got this odd edge right here. I'm not sure why that's happening. Little smudge right there. It's not from UV map proximity. It's just simply the baking itself. It must be because it's down here. That's what it is. Okay, so that's actually simple because I can just paint and remove. And then set the texture set to UV Space Neighbor, and we should be good. Beautiful. Okay, still need to fix this though. There's just my little, because I took all the UVs. This is just my decal UVs, and then I stuffed them into this corner because I didn't want to deal with them. Because I'm lazy. And then, you know what? I am going to rearrange this one more time. We're going to put these on the other side so that if I ever have to redo this, it's just a matter of flipping them back to the other side. And hopefully they would be in the exact spot I need them. Yeah, that's easy to do. Do I ever reduce my UVs to 0, 0 scale? I could have there. The reason I didn't, it's a me issue, I guess, but I can't handle that for some reason. I just prefer that if I ever needed to recover them, I wouldn't want them to have collapsed. Because the moment you set it all the way to 0, you just can't ever recover that. I'd prefer, yeah. It's just impossible to get them back. It's a black hole. It really is just basically a black hole at that point. Okay, let's move these over a little. Then we'll move these down here. Like so. That'll be very, very close. At that point. I'm making a pun and I don't even know it. Okay, that should work well. And then let's review the iPoly. I'm going to re-export these two collections here. Doesn't appear that any others have those issues, so we should be good now. I don't do it because there's not much of a choice for end users. Some people might want to have custom normal maps or add more details to parts where you haven't thought of. I learned this while making a Deer Avatar base. It's been a while since I made it, and it isn't the best, so I threw it on Gumroad. Well, what I found is that releasing things, even if you don't make money directly from that, that's still a huge amount of value for your brand. You know, being able to, if people share an email with you, which they do when they download something on Gumroad, like that's a win. That's just a win through and through. Because that lets you, the next time you do make something, you know, you got that email. You got another person that's gonna know about your product. Did I not export these? Or is something else the map? It's the low poly? It's kind of confusing. So it's actually the low poly? No. Should be good. Wish I could see stuff. Why are we still getting that issue? Because I didn't actually export anything. It's been a while since I made it, and it isn't the best. Oh, I read that. There we go. There we go. Export. Save. Turn here. That was quite a difference in positioning. You can command other objects to mission bake for their baked layer function. Everything got moved forward. Too far. That looks good though. That looks weird right there. Which means I need to... Oh, right. I have to go Blender. There we go. Okay. Good. I'm glad I didn't make any major adjustments there. Like something's just not quite right. Kind of freaky without his eyes. So you can position the mesh over the avatar mesh, and then it will take the color from the emission and apply it. That's pretty cool. I think I know what you're saying. That's somewhat similar to baking. A little bit. It sounds to me like it's not under the mesh, like it could be free floating. One last thing, instead of using a bevel here, we're going to switch this to the 3D blur. We do have to bake position then. I have a laptop with a GTX 1660 Ti on it, not the fast by modern day standards. The baking is taking a bit. There we go. We can actually read both chats now. Let me grab a few pics and I'll drop the value set Discord. Value set video somewhere in Discord. Okay, sounds good. I'd love to see. Yeah, I've got a 2060 RTX. I don't really know how that compares, to be honest, but it's certainly feels a little slow by modern day shenanigans. That is too much. Let's set this back to bevel. I like how that looks, actually. Didn't you have the RTX 2070 Super? I thought we were GPU twins. I wish. No, I'm on 2060. On 2060. And it might be on its last legs, to be honest. It's been struggling a lot lately. I'm definitely selecting this one. Same generation, but you got those ray tracing cores. Ray tracing acceleration for Blender is a game changer. I definitely am enjoying Eevee Next thanks to that. That should be good. While not the most modern card, the 2070 is a beast with good bang for buck. Even when it was new when I bought it, these days I probably can't afford a GPO at the price of a villa. I know, it's amazing. I really wish I had some money in Nvidia, to be honest. It's insane how much infrastructure money's getting put into infrastructure. Actually mind melting how much money's getting put in. Did I bake just now? Totally spaced out. I don't think I did. I can rant on and on about optics, how it changed how Blender's bias for NVIDIA cards makes me a little sad. Yeah, NVIDIA's kind of a EOS as a company. But they do have some good products. Still a little too close there. They're not in it for consumers anymore, I feel. It just... Yeah, no, they definitely aren't. I mean, the amount of money that's getting thrown into those server farms is insane. Is insane. AI hype makes them build data castles for corporate. Well, I mean, it's not even corporate anymore. The amount of, like, if all these corporations want to build the amount of energy infrastructure they need, or are saying that they need, it will be governments throwing around just insane amounts of money. I mean, the CHIPS Act was already pretty big in America, and that seems like it's just the very start. I don't even know what to expect anymore. They're talking about like 100 times the energy infrastructure that we have right now. Like, that's unbelievable. That's like saying we want to build a colony on the moon. It's a similar amount of effort and money. Okay. Am I missing any streaks on the upper shoulder there? Damn it. Let's got a little cut right there. We will eat the sun entirely. We will have the power. Trust us. I think that's good. Okay, I think we're done with the stripes for now. It took a little while, but we got it. Gotta love decals. Gotta love decals. I was gonna say something. Ooh. I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, decal's done. We can turn that off. What's next? I would like to make the eyes bigger on my character. On this character. Thankfully, pretty easy operation. Just go in here. Just say. Nice. Oh, wild. So that means that in substance, we'll need to create one more decal layer, which I should have expected. We'll make a user channel 5, and we'll visualize that. Basically, it should be the base. Should let it through. And then the darker pattern should mask it out. I would just make a... Certainly it should not be on the eyes. All this stripe mask. See, there's still a little Instamat win right there. It's not like you're not using it. Victory over Adobe achieved. Certainly for procedural texturing, yeah, it's pretty good. I still love it for making eyes and stuff. Really, I should actually see if Instamat has updated, because some of my complaints could have been addressed. I feel like the eyes are roughly good in terms of size. Uh-oh. Should be moving the eyeballs. Oh, I'm on the wrong character. Duh. Be just a tad bigger, a smidge. tad bigger, and then I think the edge should be just a little bit bigger and darker. Let's go back to Instamat really quick. Honestly though, if I mean if geometry nodes continues to improve, I may just end up using geometry nodes for Instamat stuff anyway. Like, yeah, I probably would. I think I can imagine how to do that right now, actually. It's just a win if I can do everything in geometry nodes. It's just a massive, massive win. Shouldn't this be bigger? Oh no, I'm doing that one. I need one. A little bit thicker. And a little bit bigger. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, it feels a lot better. Maybe one more increase in size again. Yeah, that feels nice. Me trying to think how to work Blender, my brain Wallace hammering for 1 hour. It's just how hard Big Corp can fall. Recent example, I hope you don't invest in Intel stock. I mean, they've been on the decline for so long now. Well, seriously, probably you and probably many others in the industry are looking at other options. A big shift already, I'd say. Fair, 100%. And it seems like, especially with AAA and Hollywood all struggling, like they're really struggling in the last few years. This last year, especially. I think corporations like Adobe are really going to be in a hard spot because, I mean, they've basically screwed freelancers for the last 10 years. And it's all going to be small studios moving forward. Studio sizes seems to be shrinking, in my mind. There's definitely, maybe not for every company out there, but there we go. Posted a few pics in VRC and put values set in music share. The real feature of the world I will save for you to see live. Ooh, okay. Heck yeah. Stage flight. I didn't get many pics of the night because I was clearly exhausted after a few all-nighters, lol. But I got some nice photos of replays at least. There's some more, but it's better experience it in person. Well, maybe we'll set up an event or a time to do it. I'm actually will be streaming Sunday, so perhaps we could shoot for getting a group together on Sunday to go check it out. Oops. Very cool. I love the fog. I'd love to know how you did that fog. Very cool. I love the distant. So it's the entry area here. Hey, look at all those furries. I suppose they're. Oh, there's a scaly. No, orca tail. Gotta love Mika's shader magic. Okay. Gotta love using MMD World solo songs. I'll look at my Abby Go songs. The NPCs running. Holy hell, that's a lot of cracks cleavage. I love all the wings. Super cool. This guy's got extra legs. Figured out the baking process. I'm so excited. This makes transferring patterns between models so much easier. Ooh, very cool. Ooh. Oh, it's windy somewhere on this board. That's Mika. She's a world lead. Oh, here? Well, Hubble, I'd be interested to see what you, oh, the long noodle. I'd be interested to see what you have in, what you discovered. So, if you ever want to pop by my Discord, I can throw it in chat. Silver Dragon. It's Sirna. Like the smaller little world up here. Cozy. A cozy spot. Very cool. Very exciting. I look forward to checking that out. Front of house has some fun details, and the other tall island is a volley perch. Already on? Oh, excuse me. Second pit is taken from Wyvern Roost. I'll join under Gulo Workshops. Sounds good. Let me drop the link then. Whoa. Zoom. This will be interesting making this tail. Do I want to make it fluffy or do I want to make it... I guess I could angle these down so that we don't get spikes on top. And it's just kind of bushy on the bottom. Because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like it's kind of not spiky on top. Personally, I'd use a shader. Well, I have to make these stripes on the top. This little cut here. Actually, I wonder... I hate that Google has this like history search thing. It's like, oh, do you want to search what you searched last time? Like, yes. But then it just shows me the searches. It doesn't show me the results of that search. Classic Google. Already have it in my project. Normalized Crow's shader. Not quite as performant, but as long as you keep it reasonable, it's quite good. Ooh, very beautiful. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to use this then. Oh, that's cool. That seems worth it to me. I had a steady 12 FPS, so nausea is kicking in as long as I didn't move too much. Oh my god. GPU flex lets you crash out, of course. I saw some of the super long and fluid tail in VRC the other day. Checked the AVI details, and it had like 500,000 tries. And that's the thing about those performance those is that it's taking the count of the geometry probably before the shader is applied. And so if the shader is making geometry procedurally, then it's probably 10 times that. Okay, that's an issue here. What's this player? Pretty cool. I'll probably stick with what I have for right now. By the way, what's it called when the display goes all wibbly wobbly when you move your head around? It's not screen tearing. I think it's called, is that VSync? Something like that. Oh, I'll have to look a little bit closer at those. I think I'll still stick with my own custom modeling for now. Just because I have a general idea of how I'm gonna do it. VSync for vertical stripes. I don't have a word for that either. It happens to me in some club worlds that overdo it with VRSL. Alright, it's 11:40. Alright, here we go. turn it just a little. We're gonna make a curve for the tail. Ooh, excuse me. I think YouTube chat got overtaken by Twitch chat, sorry. Oh, you're fine. Join the Discord and set the images. Yeah, you should really I should really investigate the usage of add-ons. Been afraid to use them because I don't want to depend on them. Got scared from cats stopping support. Add-ons are why I have 5 versions of Blender at Lamau. Yeah, just give me geometry nodes. I have been considering just contacting like add-on creators and being like, you should really just make your add-on as a geo node and not as a separate add-on. Like, just give me the GeoNode version of whatever you're doing. Especially for UV packing. Especially for UV packing. Horizontal windling. It's me, Windy. There's 2 Windies! 3? Very cool. I like that. Bake to layer. Interesting. Is that Yuku? Yeah. Yuku's good. Yuku's good. And it's open source, so someone kind of struggles with it. There's one more. Oh, I missed your video here, Wendy. Oh, snap. Those are all stickers. Very fun. So it'll be 2 chats, lull the YouTube delay. Wow, both chats at once. Is that those badge tags there? Very fun. Very cool stuff. I love seeing what people get up to in VR. There we go. All right, so we're gonna generate curves or stripes. What time you plan on stream Sunday? My usual times. So probably a full day, just like normal. So that'd be, it's noon my time basically right now. So during Baldur's Gate 3, right? Yes. Get that Baldur's Gate. Perfect. And you know, we're just gonna make a new GeoNode. I can feel it in my bones that that's what I want to do. No. Insane. Oh, this tail. Or, come might as well start with the other tail generator. Just to see what I did. Speaking of VG3, I'll be off to play some now before I crash, wake up, and I have to get back to work again. Happy blending. Have an awesome weekend, everyone. Same to you, Snardom. Thanks for coming by, and thank you for hanging out. Thanks again for the merch. I got my shirt right here. Snardom got me a Blender shirt from the BlendCon, and I've been showing that off every now and then. There's also a pin and a beanie that I wear that one. But anyway, enjoy your weekend, Snardom. Hopefully we'll see you Sunday, but if not, Monday. That sweet, sweet swag. So curve 2 points. Then we're going to instance on those points. We're going to instance our tuft. And we're going to line that rotation to the tuft. Beautiful. Then we're going to rotate. I think what we'll do is we'll do a repeat node. We'll take in the curve. And for every instance, we join them. is how many times we're gonna want to go through this. Hello, Neku. Welcome. We're working on your tail right now. And we'll probably want this count. Let's say 30 for now. We are going to rotate the instances. I want to rotate them around the curve, though. I suppose I would need to rotate geometry itself, or just rotate it here. Something like that. And we would rotate this. Whoa, that looks kind of cool. Swoop. Sort of. That should have worked. I think it is working. No. Not. Oh, I hate rotations. I hate rotations. It's already noon. Okay, that's probably a good time to end it for right now. We made some good progress. We got all the stripes in. I set all the tufts down. We get the UVs. I have to generate the data layers for all of them. Then I should just be able to transfer copy UV maps, something like that. It's gonna overwrite them anyway, so it should work. Worked for one of them. I'm gonna try my hand on sculpting a canine head or something today. Thanks for the tips. Absolutely. Wishing you well on that, Hubble. That'll be fun. All right, a lot to think about when it comes to fur right now. How to get that looking best. Excuse me. Heck yeah, I knew it. All right, y'all. It is noon my time, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my lunch now. And it's a good time because I'm definitely slowing down a little bit, getting sleepy. So go get my run in, get ready for making the tail. Yeah, I have to think a little bit more about exactly how I'm going to do that. But just posted a screenshot of my viewer setup in general. Let's take a look. Both chats at once. Interesting. Were none of them showing up at all on my restream? No, I see it working here. Interesting. All right. Well, I'll be back soon. Thank you. I will have a good run. Got to get the body moving, get the mind moving. It was quiet moment. Yeah, okay, perfect. But I'll catch you all soon. Wendy, Neku, Coney, Hubble, who else is out there? Snardom, I know Snardom left. Arctic. Scrolling through. Anyone else that's lurking out there. Hope you're all having an amazing Friday so far. Fox, good to see ya. And I'll be back very soon. Bye, y'all.